Adults have Reddit. What is something every teenager needs to know? 2 related messages. 1. Almost nobody gives a about you. 2. That is amazing news. Parents up 2. Good parents openly admit their wrongs and use it as a teaching moment. Adults don't have it all figured out. They are just used to the fact that they are not and are usually quite good at hiding it. Dealing with your emotions will become easier as you grow. Even if someone says that their high school years were the best time of their life, doesn't mean that yours should necessarily be. There's a high chance your best years are far ahead of you. Being popular doesn't matter as much as you think it does. Basic household management. Learn how to cook a couple of meals. Know when to tidy, clean up a bit, etc. Speaking from someone who moved out at 18 and had no clue. Oh, and look after yourself physically and mentally. Don't compare yourself to others too much. No matter how perfect someone may seem, they're not. Nobody is. Everybody has flaws and makes mistakes. You're okay. Don't compare yourself to others too much. That's something parents should know. You won't give up about things that happened in high school when you're in college working. Learn how to up. We spend too much of our lives trying to do everything right. But the best lessons come from learning from our mistakes. Right now you have a massive span of life in front of you. Enjoy it. But remember, 10 or 20 years from now you're going to be much happier if you both had fun and also thought ahead. Read. Exercise. Hug your friends. Show your loved ones you love them. Whatever that means to you. This thread might be filled with ways to be a responsible adult and a successful person. Try as hard as you can to be a happy one too. Edit. Thanks for the awards. And thanks for being you. Sorry for the typo. And yes. Maybe wait till COVID is over before hugging everyone? Just keep it in mind for when things are better. Don't blow your student loan on drugs. Don't blow your load in someone you don't want kids with. Don't blow off family friend gatherings. They won't be around forever. Don't blow your cool if you can help it. It rarely solved anything. You will make mistakes and sometimes those mistakes will be huge. But that's okay. Whatever problem that mistake produced, it's only temporary. You can correct it. It may not be easy and it may take time. But you can do it. Pulling out does not stop pregnancies. 2 years after you are out of high school you couldn't care less about 90% of the things you cared about in high school. If somebody tries to tell you these are the best years of your life, that's absolute horse. Your quality of life and how much fun you are allowed to have is not dictated by your age. And it's now fair to assume all teenagers have it easy. The world won't care about your self-esteem. The world will expect you to accomplish something before you feel good about yourself. No matter where you work, HR is not your friend. To those teenage girls, that older guy doesn't think you're mature. He's taking advantage of you. Personal hygiene is critical. You need to shower regularly, soap on armpits, crotch, and ass crack. Use antiperspirant. Brush and floss. And do your laundry. Other people will notice your funk long before you do, and once you're known as the smelly person, it's nearly impossible to clear that reputation. Make it a rule that you don't leave your house unless you've showered within the last 24 hours. Are wearing clean underwear. And have brushed your teeth and put on deodorant within an hour prior to leaving. It sounds silly, but there is sadly a large population that needs to improve their hygiene. No one is gonna stop you from eating cotton candy with chili, but when they see how good it is, they'll pretend they were on your side the whole time. Edit to add. It's a metaphor I came up with while walking through my house eating a ball of cotton candy and waiting for the chili to cook. You can always try eating them together if you want. Thanks for all the upvotes and the awards. Didn't expect it. Also sorry it was confusing people. The adults giving you advice to avoid certain mistakes will most likely have been told the exact same thing and choose to ignore it, which would have been expected as they too ignored the advice. Please heavily consider a trade if you are uncertain about college. Everything compounds. Your savings, your reputation, your career, etc. Get started early because playing catch up is hell. The one thing I would really emphasize is to learn about household finances, budgeting, saving, and investing. Take the standard of living you want and figure out what level of income it will take to achieve and sustain it. Then compare that income to your follow your dream job. It is fine to follow your dreams, but know what the trade-offs are, the likely outcomes will be, and have a plan B. Start saving now and open an investment account and an education IRA. It's amazing what a few thousand wisely invested as a teen can grow to over a lifetime. High school may suck for you, but that doesn't mean that college and or life in general will. It's always better to fart in a toilet than to your pants. Mental health issues typically emerge between the ages of 18 and 25. Of course they can show up earlier or later, but in those early adult years it's really important to be cognizant of your mental state. Respect your body. You have to live with it for the rest of your life. Spend some time outdoors. Do some sports. Eat your veggies. Grow your mind. Every small investment of your time into acquiring new knowledge or practicing skills will pay tremendous dividends over time. Understand your decisions. Always take a dump at work. P after SX. Don't grow up too fast. It's not as fun as you think it is. Try to become who you are, not who you think others expect you to be. Do not take out student loans without fully understanding the repayment terms and how much you will pay over the course of the loan, including interest. For that matter, college isn't for everybody, and even then private schools are a rip-off. You're somewhere between 3 and 4 heartbreaks before you actually find love. Those breakups hurt, and you felt like that person was the one. But that's mostly just infatuation and raging hormones. Each relationship will teach you lots about whomever you are seeing. But if you're paying enough attention, they'll teach you even more about yourself. Know yourself. Be confident in who you are and what you need to feel valued and happy. Almost no one becomes rich and famous. Almost all of us end up doing something different than what we thought we'd do, and it's okay. It will turn out great if you let it. It's okay to change your mind about your job, career. You should consider trade school and not college. You should focus on being happy. If you are happy working 80 hours weeks, good for you. If you'd rather be a little more balanced, then maybe don't rush off to grad law med school. Okay, yeah. This is advice I wish I had received as a teen. Your hobby or current obsession is cool. Don't let someone make you feel bad for it. Except maybe cannibalism. Life costs a lot more than you think it does. If you have a chance to really stand out in some way academically, take it. It's probably your best path towards a stable financial future. Physical work takes way more of a toll on your body than you think right now. Focus on school because a college degree is probably the safest way to avoid needing to work physically. Don't be swayed by Reddit's obsession with being antisocial. Having a support system is great, and reconnecting with someone you were an acquaintance with at one point can be a way to expand that. If someone's offering a healthy relationship, foster it. Don't burn bridges. People can be dicks in HS and really have a reckoning in college. You're not obligated to them at all. But realize people absolutely do change. Reading all these comments makes me chuckle because if anyone actually remembers being a teenager, then you know most are going to read this stuff and just ignore it anyway. Now I genuinely want to hear what you all say. Enjoy the lack of responsibility and bodily aches and pains while you can. A lot of the social pressures of high school, and even college, vanish instantly the moment you leave. It is absolutely vital that you spend time being your genuine self and make friends based on what actual common interests you have rather than attempting to conform to peer pressure. The cool kids mentality is complete bull. Changes from year to year on a whim. Take care of your health now. Don't spend all day inside chugging Mountain Dew and playing video games, or you're going to end up with brittle bones, a vitamin D deficiency, and insulin resistance. It is not a race. You don't need to graduate college at 22. You can't start saving for retirement early enough. Compounding growth can make you rich. Don't go into credit card debt. Be kind to people even if they're not always kind to you. Life is easier that way. Make exercise a regular part of your weekly routine. Eat healthy foods. Your word is your bond. Be honest. Do what you say. Be trustworthy. 1. Every adult you encounter isn't perfect, including your parents. 2. Everyone is just winging life. 3. Family isn't the people bound by blood. It's the people who love and cherish you no matter what. The one who help you and motivate you through life. Learn this hard way. 4. Learn to be happy being alone and independent. 5. Life can be unfair, but don't let it put you down, keep trying. 6. Appreciate the little thing in life. 7. Don't take your friendship and family for granted. Cherish and appreciate them, as some relationships are like season. The one that do stick around, keep them close. Get thee off Facebook and everything related to it. Don't smoke. It's not cool. It's not rewarding. And no one looks cool when they smoke. It's not how much money you make. It's how much money you save. Some of your high school friends might stick with you, but the majority won't mean anything to you 2 years after you leave. That there is no such thing as adults. Get off Reddit as soon as you can. With credits to American author Tom Robbins. It's never too late to have a happy childhood. High school in the grand scheme of things does not matter. Edit. I don't mean the learning aspect. Don't give up no matter what. Except for gambling. Vote. Read what the people who disagrees with them and see if it's true. You can find out if it's true. Damn it, kids, vote. Edit. If you are 14 plus now, you will be eligible to vote next election. Edit 2. I meant next presidential election in the USA if you are a citizen. Don't focus on getting into a relationship. You'll fall into one just by seeing friends end. Also, time heals all wounds. For real. It's not just a phrase. Google everything. One amazing thing about being a teen in 2020 is the internet. Didn't have that when I was that age. And thought I was the only one experiencing a lot of things. That said, stay off Facebook, Instagram, etc. as much as you can. I'm middle-aged and can't imagine dealing with all that insanity. Let alone if I were a teen. Reddit is cool though. Lots of discussions. Also, student loan debt is real. If you're not sure you want to go to college or what you want to do with your degree, either look into trade work or start at a local community college. You never really know anyone. Hold friends and family dear, but always understand that people are different behind closed doors. Save your money. Even if it's just $1 per week. Simply get in the habit of putting that dollar into an account you don't touch. It's not about the amount. It's about the habit. And don't let yourself confuse OSA saving with a SIB buying at a discount. As in, I saved $5 when I bought it. No. No, you didn't save anything. SX isn't the thing you see in PRN. It's fun. But it's also messy. Sometimes it's short and intense. Sometimes it lingers on. Sometimes you make all the right moves. Sometimes you just mess about. There are smells, noises, movements, occasional cramps and all kind of awkwardly funny things. Just go with the flow and make sure the 2, 3, 4. Enjoy what you're doing. Never mind what you see in movies or read in magazines. They need to know how alcohol by volume works. Also how alcohol absorption works. Differences between a high ABV drinks and low ABV drinks. Difference between liquor, beer and wine. Also the dangers of drinking too much in a very short period of time. If they're relatively good decision makers, they'll put it to practical use and possibly avoid blacking out or worse. Also, they need to know that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Always wear sunscreen. I'm not sure about anything else, but trust me on the sunscreen. Getting a job as a teen and saving the money for long-term goals is the best way to improve your social skills and get real life experience. Screw extracurriculars. I didn't have a job in high school and I really regret it. I did 15 plus extracurriculars, some of which were good experiences. Yet, the people I know in their 20s who are more successful are the ones who got jobs early. Real work experience goes a long way. How to count change back from a sale without using the cash register or a calculator. It amazes me how many young people can't count change and don't care to learn. My most recent experience of this was an 18F that actually found it funny that she couldn't count change. I was embarrassed for her. Okay. Lesson time. Counting change is super easy. Let's say you make a sale for $3.47 and the customer presents you with a $10.00 bill. To count the change you just start at the sale price and add coins bills to reach $10.00. If you can't do this in your head, you should sit down and practice a few imaginary sales. So for $3.47 you add 3 pennies to get you to $3.50. 2 quarters will get you to $4.00. And a single dollar gets you to $5.00 and another $5 bill gets you to $10.00. Total change equals $6.53. This is just middle school math. Stay hydrated. Your brain is mostly made of water. An adult should never have any sexual attraction to you. If they do, you need to wonder why they can't get someone their own age. A university degree is not going to automatically get you a job. Consider a diploma that comes with a co-op program that gives you hands-on experience, or even better is consider a trade, plumbing, welding, electrician. Grow a thick skin. People in the real world won't conform to your worldview. Put the phone TV remote down. There are these things called books. Read them before your generation burns them. Learn how to use money. Don't spend. Save. Don't believe the media. Make up your own mind. Don't believe authority figures. Make up your own mind. Make the trend, don't follow it. The opinions of others are irrelevant. Challenge yourself. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. If you mess up, it's not your parents' fault. So don't whine about your mistakes. Learn from them. Your parents know a lot more about their sex and drugs than you do. Clicked on this post to see what the adults had written for me. Realized I'm not a teenager and actually an adult. Don't go to college for something stupid. I don't care what your teachers say about going for what you want if what you want doesn't earn you a skill that a high schooler can't do or be taught on the job. It's not worth paying all that money for. And to clarify, knowledge isn't a skill, so simply knowing more than you did before doesn't make you more valuable. It gets better. Whatever it is. How bad it is. It gets better. You've got it in you to claw your way back from the rock bottom of hell. So hang in. It gets better. You're not as good a person as you think you are. There's a touch of darkness and malevolence in everyone's heart. Being naive and inexperienced doesn't make you virtuous. If you're a guy, there's no point in worrying if girls find you attractive. They don't, and they won't until you're older and more mature. Try not to become an incel in the meantime. It gets better. Wash your balls. You need to stay angry. The world sucks and your anger can help change it. Don't become complacent and accept that the up state of the world is normal or good. Don't send or ask for nudes. So many things could go wrong. The person you have a crush on are dating could forward it to their friends. You could have criminal charges pressed on you and have to register as a sex offender for producing child PRN.